In this problem, we're not asked to figure out what a and b are equal to directly. Instead, we need to figure out what a squared plus 2ab plus 4b squared is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the original equation and just try and play it around to see what I get. The first thing I notice is that everything is divisible by 2, so I'm going to divide both sides of the equation by 2 just to make things simpler. This leaves me with a minus 2b equals 64b cubed minus 8a cubed. And I notice at this point that the right-hand side is a difference of 2 cubes. And this can be factored using the formula for the difference of 2 cubes. If we have something that's the difference of 2 cubes, where we have one cube minus another cube, we take the things that were cubed, the f and the l. I write f and l for first and last. We take those two things and we take the first term minus the last term, and then we take the first term squared plus the product of the first and last terms plus the last term squared. In this case, when we have 64b cubed minus 8a cubed, 64b cubed ends up being 4b cubed, and 8a cubed ends up being 2a cubed. So the 4b will represent f, and the 2a will represent l. Using the formula, we've got the first term minus the last term. That's going to be 4b minus 2a. And then we have the first term squared. That's going to be 16b squared plus the product of those terms. 4b times 2a is 8ab. And then plus the last term squared, 2a quantity squared is 4a squared. And we know that this is going to be a minus 2b. At this point, I'm going to pull out the greatest common factor from each of the factors on the right. Notice that the 4a minus 2b, both of those terms are divisible by 2. And in 16b squared plus 8ab plus 4a squared, all of those terms are divisible by 4. So if we pull out a 2 and a 4, that's going to be 8. So we still have a minus 2b on the left. And when we pull out those factors, we're going to have an 8 out front. And then we're going to be left with 2b minus a when we pull out the 2. And 4b squared plus 2ab plus a squared when we pull out the 4. Now notice that we have an a minus 2b and a 2b minus a. I'm going to divide both sides by 2b minus a. And because that's going to be the opposite of a minus 2b, if we divide by 2b minus a over there, and we divide by 2b minus a over here, anything divided by its opposite is going to be negative 1. So we've got negative 1 on the left, and we still have the 8 on the right. The 2b minus a goes away, and then we have 4b squared plus 2ab plus a squared. But notice 4b squared plus 2ab plus a squared is exactly what we wanted to find in the original problem. Just the terms are in a different order. So to get this polynomial alone, we divide both sides by 8. And when we do that, we see that the polynomial we were looking for, a squared plus 2ab plus 4b squared, has to be equal to negative 1/8, and this is answer choice A.